Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Tiny Table Radio Talks. I'm Cory Austin and I'm joined today by Miss Gypsy.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the show. She is another New York-based DJ and artist. And without further ado, welcome.
Thank you.
First place I like to start with everyone is just to ask them how they got started into DJing and performing, what inspired that, and tell us a little bit about that story.
Yeah, I think the very beginning of my DJing inspiration was when I was working at this bar in Manhattan. I was bartending and I was able to bring my music and plug it in and play music for that lounge room where I was taking care of people.
Yeah.
And I started making playlists. It would be all different kinds of stuff, like soulful music mostly.
Nice.
And then I started getting these ideas like, okay, this song is gonna go well with that one. Just, getting all these ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think in 2 years after that, I decided to get a controller and I was kind of lost. I didn't know what I'm gonna play, where I'm gonna get music. But I started practicing a bit with what I had. Then in 2022, I went to a Misbehaved party, which is Martin Siljan's and Mario's party.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to meet them and spend the night with them, just enjoying music, dancing, connecting. And I kept going to their parties and we became friends eventually. And they really inspired me to actually start doing it. I saw how they started from nothing and really put their passion into it and,
Nice.
just go with it.
So how
Yeah.
how many years have you been DJing?
So since then, it was 2022. It's not exactly where I started. It was 23.
Sure.
So I want to say 2.5 years.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. And
Yeah.
you're a part of you play with this Misbehaved Collective
Yeah.
quite a bit
I'm part
now.
of it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do this party together now. We just did a Valentine's Day love boogie.
Oh,
It was a great party. It was a real success. It was good energy. People were
nice.
happy, dancing, sexy. It was great. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. What was there like a specific moment along that, it's 2.5, 3 years ago process that you said, okay, I really want to lean into this more and like push
Mm.
myself and really start to explore a bit more? Was that right away or did that take some time?
Well, I remember there was one morning when we went after the party to the guy's studio and they all went to smoke and their USBs were plugged in. I'm like, let me play with it.
Hmm.
And I started mixing whatever I could find there. And I came up with this beautiful mix. It was so beautiful. There were
Nice.
vocals and some groovy loop. And it made me feel so sentimental.
Huh.
And my heart was just beating so fast.
Where did it take you?
I was like, this is the feeling I was looking for because I've been doing music since I was 12. Like I always loved music since I was a baby. And I knew I wanted to do music, but nothing really made me feel like that, So
Yeah.
it was that moment. And then when I got to mix vinyl for the first time, there was another moment. I literally after that, I just took my credit card and I got the turntables and the mixer. I said, fuck it, let's go. Like I'm not gonna sleep on myself anymore,
Yeah, yeah.
And this is what I love and I'm just gonna go in. So
That's really cool.
those were the 2 moments.
That's
Yeah.
really cool. Do you still have those turntables in that
Yeah,
mixer?
totally.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years only since I got
Nice.
them. Yeah.
Nice. Do you prefer vinyl or digital sets more? Does it depend on the setting?
I mean, I really like the freedom you have with digital because my USB is in my bag all the time. I can hop on whenever.
Right.
I'm like ready.
Right.
But also, if I'm having a gig that I'm preparing for, I would rather do vinyl because it's just, how do I say this? It's just a different feeling when you get to look at the record Like, you know, this record, you've been touching it. You can see the picture. You can read what it says. You can pull it out.
Yeah.
Wipe it. It's like a whole ritual, you know?
Much more sensory.
And then when you're mixing it, it's a different feeling too, because you're really connecting with the music in your body to be able to mix it. Digital is fun. You can like just match the BPM.
Yeah.
Which gives you more freedom to do other things.
Sure.
But like vinyl is different. It's just different. It's different.
Yeah.
Different pros and cons, you know? But I want to say I enjoy vinyl more.
Yeah.
If I have to choose, it's going to be vinyl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any standout like event or party moments? I know you spoke about that one where you said, you know, you just plugged in with friends and that was really like kind of the turning point for you. But is there any show or performance since then where you have a standout memory of this is what I want it to be like all the time?
So the moment I wanted to share with you is there is this record shop owned by Joe Classell. It's called Cosmic Arts. And I went there for the first time. This was probably also 2 years ago. Yeah, about that. And I remember I went there by myself. I was just exploring. I wanted to meet new people and see what is this place about. And they had an event. It was a record release party of Josh Milan. And he was just playing music in the room where the record shop was. And people were dancing. It was like, I don't know, 6 p.m. maybe. And just the way these people were welcoming me, I was a new face for them. And it's a whole community.
Yeah.
And like, I am new to the scene and I'm still learning about a lot of things.
Sure.
And like, instead of putting me down or like turning me away because I'm new or I don't know things, they welcomed me, you know, and they were so happy to have me with them in their community and like to guide me and show me the ropes.
Yeah.
And that was a big inspiring moment for me.
Cool.
Because I felt like I've seen a lot of arrogance in the scene at the time. And that kind of like stepped me out of it. Okay, like this is how I want to be, like like these people.
You want to feel welcome.
Yeah, and I want to make other people welcome too.
Yeah,
yeah,
totally. What are the big differentiating factors that you notice that in that energy of like people are more welcoming at a party or an event versus, you know, not getting that same feeling? Like, what are the things that like stand out to you? We're like, okay, this isn't. I don't feel like this is, you know, my kind of scene.
I mean, the thing is, it's very simple. We're all doing this because we love music, because it makes us feel something. And there's more deepness to it. But if we have to simplify it, it's about music. And if you are not able to see that and you're going to make it more complicated than that, then how are we even going to connect? You know, it's really about that. Because I want to be in a room with people who love music and they're just there to enjoy the music and relax and just be happy and connect.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
About music.
Totally.
And, you know, if you're going to make it about yourself, if you're going to make it about, I don't know, what else? Just you being the best of whatever that means.
How does that even exist, right?
I mean, yeah, you can be the best DJ, but it's about music, you know? It's about the music you play. It's about the music you make. If you're a producer. So like, I want it to be about music.
Sure.
You know, and it's about community also, because what it would all be if there was no people willing to listen to you share your music.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made it such a long answer.
No, that's good. I mean, you know, that's what I want. I want the real raw answer there. So
it was pretty raw.
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm curious about your creative process a little bit. So when you're DJing, what is that like? Take me through take me inside your head here of what's going on.
This is so funny because I'm thinking when I DJ, literally miracles happen. It's like I just have great music on my USB, you know?
Mhm.
That's like I feel like that solves 90% of everything.
Yeah.
I have great music, and then once I plug in, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
magic from there.
Love it.
And obviously, I prepare in my own ways. Like, let's say if I'm playing a certain party, my friend's birthday party or whatever it is, like at a certain club, I would think about what is like the vibe there. And obviously, I'm gonna play what I like, the music that I have. I'm not gonna change completely what I'm playing, but kind of go with that vibe, you know?
Mhm.
And think about, what would fit in there, but still staying true to myself. Um, but yeah, it's really about reading the room, you know?
Mhm.
It's a skill I feel like I'm gonna always keep learning about.
Mhm.
But if you're in a room and you see couples, right? And they're just getting sexy, like you're gonna play that kind of music, right?
Mhm.
If you see dancers and they're like, you see they're hungry for some dance music, like proper groovy stuff, like I'm gonna put that on for them
Yeah, yeah.
so they can dance.
Yeah.
And it takes time to get to know these people. And that's why you also have to go to these parties and just be a party person and interact with these people and get to
Right.
know them,
Right. Yeah. Be
So
a part of
then
the community.
you can understand better.
So this might be a tough one for you to answer then because
Mm.
of what you just said, but how would you describe your style or, your sense of it? Obviously,
Uh-huh.
reading the room is super important, but
Yes.
I'm sure, or I would imagine that there's still some type of framework that you
Yes.
say, okay, this is still defines
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Gypsy.
I think I really bring joy when I play,
Yeah.
and just like it's joy and sexiness. That's how I would describe it. Like
It's a good combo.
it's a happy feeling, like if I'm gonna play with someone, I'm gonna like mix up some happy stuff. And this is stuff that you can relate to. Like, I don't know, just talking about, there's this one track, oh my God, what is it? It's called Soul Talking by Deep Bros.
Okay.
I believe it's 96 when this was produced. Um, and I'm gonna probably play it today.
Great. Can't wait.
And when I'm about to play and I don't know what to play, I'm like, I'm just gonna go for this.
Yeah.
And it took me some time to realize I have to do it because of how much it ignites my heart.
Yeah.
And I know that people are gonna resonate with that. It's just like this track, it makes you feel so free and just like ooh, like relax,
Love it.
Like I just want to leave. That kind of feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's how I would describe my style.
Cool.
It's
Love
gonna
that.
make you want to leave.
It's a good answer.
Yes.
Where did the name Miss Gypsy come from?
So I didn't really listen to house music before I started, before I got into the scene. But I heard Crystal Waters' A Gypsy Woman, and that's the one who really inspired me. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Classic.
Yeah, obviously. And that's one thing. And then another thing is when I was thinking about my artist name, the big thing that was coming up for me is like I'm a very free spirit person, and just Miss Gypsy came through.
There you go.
And
Simple as that.
that's the meaning of it. And Gypsy Woman, kind of everything coming together, like that's it. And I was sharing with my sister Anna, she's like my best friend. And I was like, okay, I'm going through some artist names. What do you think, Miss Gypsy? And it was so funny because Anna, like I always listen to her, but this time I didn't. She was like, come on, Jana, you're not a gypsy. Stop it. I said, you know what? This feels right. I'm just gonna go for it.
Go with it.
And I did.
Great.
It's been working for me.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's great. Yep. Parker's enjoying this hangout for sure. If you could B2B with any artist that are alive, who would it be?
Oh, damn. That's a hard one. Anyone that's alive?
Yeah. Or dead.
Or dead? I saw this question and I didn't think about it. Oh, Jesus. Nope.
It's a tough one.
We
can come back to it. Maybe we'll just take it out.
You know what? I'm just gonna say Carrie Chandler.
Okay.
Yeah, his music just really touches my heart that deeply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just gonna go with Carrie Chandler. Yeah.
I think that would probably be a pretty fun party.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know what? It might happen. You never know. We just put it out there.
You never know, Carrie. If you're listening, you know. And there's a couple more questions here. It's been really nice to kind of get to know you because, you know, we've probably crossed paths at some point, but never really sat down and gotten to know each other and, you know, friends of friends, mutual friends. So it's been really nice. Can you tell us about any upcoming gigs or events that you have that you're excited about or looking forward to either playing or attending?
So there's a gig that's coming up on March 6th. We're gonna be playing at Jupiter Disco with our friend Matt, who's organizing this party. It's gonna be Siljan playing, Corazón de Melón, MPC, and me, and Matt Telesforo. So yeah, we're just gonna do our little fam jam. It's gonna be nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the other one that I'm super, super excited, and I'm still kind of processing that it's happening. This is March 15. Me and Martin, we're gonna play back to back, opening for Lady Monix and Wajid.
Sweet.
And what the fuck? Like, I love Lady Monix so much, and I have her records. And Razor and Tape, where I work, we have a few of her records, and I've been selling them to people. Like, people come in, I'm like, here, listen to this one. And I just cannot wait to share the story with her.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Is there a venue that you have performed at that you love or that you've been to that you really want to perform at, or just one that's a dream venue of any sort? There's any sort of club or place. What's top of the list for Miss Gypsy?
Oh, right now it's Soul in the Horn.
Okay.
You know Soul in the Horn?
I'm not familiar.
It's a party organized by Natasha Diggs.
Yeah.
And there's some other people involved. But yeah, this is her party, and they do soulful house music. They always have live instruments, and people go there for dancing. You know, everybody who goes there, they just love music, and everyone's happy. You enter the room and you just you get that energy into your heart, and you're just happy right away.
Nice.
Yeah, and the floor is always smooth. Everyone's making circles and dancing.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I really want to play there.
Awesome.
It's gonna happen.
Awesome.
One day, yeah, soon.
So you have a set coming up here right after this.
Yes.
Can you give us a little bit of a hint of where you think you might go?
No.
Because you don't even know, huh? Love it.
No.
Well, I'm excited to be as surprised as you. And last question for you here. Where can people connect with you? How can they find you and follow your music?
Honestly, the best thing to do is to find me on Instagram. There'll be Miss Gypsy is here. Yeah, and all the other links will be there.
Cool.
On my bio, like SoundCloud and everything else.
Cool.
And I always post about events, so you can find everything there.
Awesome. And we'll link to each of those in the description here too, and
Nice.
some of the upcoming events that you have as well.
Cool.
Miss Gypsy, it's been great to chat with you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Excited to hear you play.
Let's go.
Let's go. Cool. I hope you enjoyed that Q&A with our latest guest. It would help a lot if you hit subscribe so I can grow this channel and bring more artists onto the show. You'll get to learn more about who they are and hear their craft. So hit that subscribe button now, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy the set.